Welcome back to my channel Explore and Travel with Sanjeev. From the thumbnail, you must have got the idea about today's topic, that is personality development. This is a very common but misinterpreted topic which actually appeals to all of us irrespective of our age, profession, gender, class status, etc. In this comprehensive video, we would look upon all aspects of personality development in most general way, which would enable you to understand the concept of personality and personality development and facilitate you to improve your personality effectively. So let's begin. The term personality development is self-explanatory and can be easily interpreted as development of personality. But the question arises, what is personality? It is a very generic term, and if we just remove the suffixes an and it from the personality, we get the base word person. So definitely it refers something related to person. And as a dictionary meaning, personality refers to all aspects of a person character. So what are those all aspects? There can be different aspects of a person's character with regards to their morality, with regards to their politeness, with regards to their lifestyle. But when we talk about personality development, we are specifically referring to those aspects of a person character which make them an attractive person in the eyes of other people in the society, how they interact with the other people in the society in context of etiquette, manners, and also their physical appearance. So there are different perspectives to personality also, like if a person from the entertainment industry or sport industry, they are also called the personality, but they are personality for because they are very famous. But with regards to how they interact with the society, so if we check them, so there maybe there can be good personality or not, but they are famous, therefore they are called personality. And there can be like great personality also, just like in the history, in Indian history there have so many great personality, just like Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel, Subhash Chandra Bose, Rabindranath Tagore, Indira Gandhi. So all these personalities are great personality because of their moral quality. And what are the moral quality? Moral qualities are those aspects of a person character which make them a good human being in context of how kindly or cruelly they behave, or how honestly or dishonestly they behave, how fairly or unfairly, how if they are generous or mean. So these are the moral qualities and which make them a person extraordinary, and they become the great personality, and because they do something for the welfare of the society, and this even they sacrifice their life for them. But even a great personality can have a good etiquette and manners, but not all the persons who are having a good etiquette or manners, they become the great personality. So now in this first of all we would the other thing is, like if we talk about good personality or bad personality, so there are some definitely some reasons or factors which make one person good personality and other person bad personality. So what are those reasons? So there are some specific theories by researchers, psychologists, neurologists. There are some theories, and we would first of all we would look upon in briefly those theories which would make us understand what are those factors which makes one person good personality, other person bad personality. After going through that theories, then we would move towards the five big traits. So basically, how would we judge that a person has a good personality or bad personality? So there is specific criteria that is called the five big traits. If we would check a person's behavior on the parameter of five big traits, so we can check whether it falls into the good personality or bad personality. So after going for that big five traits, then we will move towards the tips to understand how can we improve our personality, because there are, as far as etiquette and manners are concerned, there are very small things about etiquette and manners with regards to how we present ourselves to others, with regards to our appearance, our speaking style, our politeness, our consideration. So many things are there, and there are so many things we would be talking about the in the section of like tips about how to improve the personality. So first of all, let's move to the theories of personality. So in the previous section we understood the concept of personality and personality trait. Before we move to the big five traits, it is very important to understand what are the reasons or factors which shape a character of a person. Means what are those factors which make one person a good personality and other person the bad personality. So there have been some research. So as per some researchers, psychologists, neurologists, so there are some theories have been developed. So in broader term there are 6 theories, and we will go briefly by these theories so that we can understand the reasons. So why a person become good person, other person become bad person, what are those reasons? So the top on the list is the theory by psychoanalytic theory by Sigmund Freud. He is a neurologist and he has given this theory. And the second one is the traits theory, and that is given by some experts and researchers. And third one is the social cognitive theory, and fourth one is the evolution theory, and fifth one is the lifespan theory, and last but not least, the sixth is the humanistic theory. So we will just go by these theories in a very brief manner. So the first theory, as by the psychoanalytic theory by the Sigmund Freud. So as per Freud, actually whatever behavior human beings do, so actually there is an involvement of mind. So even if we just check in our life, so whatever activity we do in our life, our mind gives us the direction, then only our body function on the direction of our mind. So as per this theory, that Freud has just explained that in our mind there are 3 sections of our mind. One is ID, other is ego, and the third one is superego. So ID is a very those part of our mind which is just make us to do things in very instinctual manner without any prior experiences or any knowledge. So these are very instinct behavior, and this happens even in the animals and even human beings. So this instinct behavior comes under the first section, that is ID. The second one is the ego. So ego is that part of our mind which it is not as just like a subconscious in case of the ID. It is a little bit of conscious and little bit of subconscious. It just controls the activity of our subconscious mind, and it tells us that what is the in reality, in what way we have to behave. It is not the instinctual behavior. And then comes the superego. Superego is those behaviors which actually we do in a very conscious manner. So what is good as per the society, what is good as per our parental guidance, as per our reason. So based on that superego comes. Means, so as far as instinctual behavior is concerned, so he has given very good example, like here, like there are sea turtles who are they live in the open sea, and when the female comes onto the beach and they lay their eggs, but when the baby hatch from the eggs. So by instinct they know that they have to move towards the sea and not toward the land. So they don't have any prior information or knowledge about that or anyone to tell them, but by instinct they automatically move toward the sea. So this is the instinctual behavior. And other example of instinctual behavior is by like marsupials, just like the kangaroos. So they give the undeveloped birth to the undeveloped babies. So their babies know that they have to move towards the pouch of their mother. So that is also an instinctual behavior in animals. So there can be so many different examples of instinctual behavior. In the same manner, human beings are far better than animal as far as the use of their mind is concerned. But there are so many activities human beings also do as per the instincts. To take an example, in a situation, in a danger situation, when your mind doesn't work and you don't have a time to think about, so your instinct would say either to attack or either to run. So some person would be running away and some person would be attacking if there is any danger situation. So by instinct, so many things we do by the instincts. And there is basically the pleasure principle is there. But when it's come to ego, it is a realistic thing. And he has given the example like if a person is sitting in a horseback, so that person is working like an ego which controls the horse by harnessing it. Sometimes it controls it, sometimes it let it allow it to move. So that is the ego is doing the mediator role between the ID and superego. So we are not going into the detail of this, but yeah, definitely it has got some significance that some behavior human beings do as per their instinct, some by the real knowledge of what is right and wrong. So this is the psychoanalytic theory by Freud. And the second one is the traits theory. So trait theory is about the pattern of our behavior. When we talk about the 5 big traits, so there's that's related to the taste theory. So taste theory is that human beings naturally they do so many things, and then when we just analyze, so we see that okay, this is the good personality behavior, this is the best personality behavior. So definitely there are some causes for some behavior by human beings, their education, their environment, etc. But basically it is about the behavior pattern. And third one is the social cognitive theory. So social cognitive theory basically about our reciprocal behavior towards the society, means what type of the behavior human beings get, they reciprocate in the same manner, means even they want to survive in the society, and what is the situation in the society they behave accordingly. So that comes into the social cognitive, means they use their mind and what is the situation and how they have to behave in that particular situation. The fourth one is the evolution theory. So evolution theory is about that means human beings, there has been so much development in the body and mind of the human beings, and actually human beings exist on this earth from the last 50 lakh years, and we as a homo sapiens are the 7th stage. But there has been so many stages of human beings since their existence. So definitely there has been some changes in the body and mind, their lifestyle. Earlier people used to live in tribes, so tribe culture, their behavior was almost similar. When we just moved to the means more advanced society, so our behavior changes. So evolution theory is about that there is some as per the evolution there is some change of behaviors. And the next one is the lifespan theory. So lifespan theory is about that human beings behave in differently in their different stages of life. When they are child, they behave differently. When they become like young, their behavior is different. When the middle age, so there is a change of behavior. So lifespan theory is about this. And the last one is the humanistic theory. So humanistic theory is all about how human beings should behave. So there is a sympathy is the part of a human being. So humanistic theory is that human beings mostly behave in a very humane way. So that is very natural with the human beings. So these are the overall six theories, but I think if we just summarize all these things, so basically there are three reasons which Shiv Kheda, he is also very motivational speaker and author, he has given the three E's theory, that first one is the education, second one is the environment, and third one is the experience. So we can shuffle this, but basically education, experience and environment are the reasons which shape a character of a person. Means how we have been educated, that also shapes our behavior, and how we means have we get the experience in life. If someone gets a bad experience, so they become cautious for the future of their life, that they would be behaving according to that experience. And third one is the environment. Means so many things people they just do just because of their environment, and maybe they get the appreciation or validation from one particular behavior, the environment they are living, and they think like, okay, this is the right behavior. But actually when they move towards the society and interact with the other people in the society, then there might not be the right type right way of behaving. So sometimes due to the environment some behaviors are shaped by. So overall these are the factors which would, I think you must have got the idea about how a behavior or personality of a person shapes. So now we just move to the our next section of our video, that is about the big five personality traits. So let's move on to now the big five personality traits. Previous section we looked upon theories explaining the reasons or factors behind particular personality traits. In nutshell, we can say that there are three E's which affects our behavior. One is education, second one is environment, and third one is experience. I would like to add one more point over here, is that sometimes we behave in a particular manner because this is in our genes. Like suppose if someone has a history of people working in the army or defense, so it is very quite obvious that bravery in their genes, so we can expect that the next generation would be brave by default. So sometimes genetically also some behaviors are dependent on genes also. Like if we take one more example, that aggression is the basic part of the lion behavior. So if they are kids, they would be aggressive. And like suppose there is a confrontation between lion and elephant, even if the elephant is far bigger than lion and can easily kill the lion, but their first instinctual behavior is that lion would attack and elephant would be in the defensive mode. So genetically also, but overall the three plays very important role in the shaping of a particular personality trait. So when we talk about five big personality traits, so we can understand them by the acronym OCEAN. So in OCEAN, the O stands for openness, C stands for conscientiousness, E stands for extroversion, and A stands for agreeableness, and N stands for neuroticism. So basically when we talk about five personality traits, so these are the parameters on which we assess big five personalities. It means there can be so many attractive qualities of a person in context of their etiquette, manners or politeness, etc. But basically when we talk about attractive personality traits and how to assess those personality traits. So in the parameters of these 5 big personality traits, we can assess the personality of a person, whether they fall into the category of good personality or bad personality. So let's go through all these personality traits one by one, and let's start with the first personality trait of the 5 big personality traits, that is openness. The top on the list in the 5 big personality trait is openness. So what is openness? Openness basically refers to open-mindedness, openness to new experience. Means there are there are some people, they always try to do new things by their imaginations. Means whatever we do in our life, there are some proper procedures and way of doing things. Like if some problem arises, so there is some proper methods to tackle those problems. But the open minded people, because they have a imagination, the basic part of their behavior, so they always think about out of the box. They try to solve the problem by their imagination and creativeness. So when we talk about openness, it is about the imagination to tackle things, because the life is always changing, the life situations are always changing. So in the open-minded people, they always try to use the creativity and imagination to tackle the situations of the life. So when we talk about openness, so this is basically about the open-mindedness and also the openness to new experience. Now openness to new experience is that open-minded people, they are always curious about new things. Like suppose if someone is a particular profession, so the open-minded people would be curious about the other profession, other creative things, artistic things. So the open-mindedness is the curiosity about the curiosity of learning new things. New things can be learned so many ways, by books, by meeting new people. So openness is about imagination, openness is about curiosity, openness is also about adventurousness, because basically when you are open minded, so you are also you are willing to take risk, because when you try to come out of your comfort zone, you try to do something new. So openness is also about adventurousness, and openness is also about liberalism. So what is liberalism? Is that, like suppose in society there are different type of people, different caste, different religion, and their lifestyle is different. But open-minded people, they think like that they are also part of the society. So the thing is, because they are open-minded, so they apply this open-mindedness and everything, even in the emotional things, even in the creative things. So like when you are open minded, you have a creativeness. So it's not like you would be doing any big invention, even in the small things at your household and at your personal and professional life. You just keep on thinking, doing in a different way. For example, a very good example can be of the Nek Chand, who has made the raw garden in Chandigarh. So if you would go there, you would see that there are uh, so many useless things, broken items like any cup, plates, or any which things are not useless in your house. People usually throw them, but he uses creative mind and he used those broken items and useless things to create so many, sculptures. And there is a complete big garden, the raw garden in Chandigarh. There's so much. So this is one example of creativeness. And when we talk about the liberalism, so open-minded people are also like suppose in a family life there are two persons in a family, husband and wife. So there can be similarities and similarities in their behavior, but if you are open minded, so you would be enjoying the similarities of your spouse, and if you would be respect the dissimilarities. So that is the easy way to have a good relationship in your family life also. This is the just example that how open minded people behave in their life. So that is open mindedness. So this is a first personality trait when we talk about the good personality trait. And now move on to the second one. The second in the list ocean is the conscientiousness. Now, what is conscientiousness? So conscientiousness means doing things correctly and carefully. Means we all do our work in our professional and personal life, in our household, so many things we do, in our office with so many things we do. But conscientious people would always be doing things in a very correct and careful manner. When they go to the detail of everything, they make sure that uh, there shouldn't be any minor things left. So they try to do whatever work they do, they try to do it in a extraordinary way, means like which should be better than other people are doing. So their main focus is to do whatever they are doing, it should be in a very careful and it should be the correct manner. Now how it affects our behavior is like the conscientious people, they know the importance of time, because they whenever they're doing any work, so they're complete focus on that thing, so they can time their manage their time well, because they know how much time it would take to finish one thing. And they also understand what are the priorities, which work to done first, which work to do. And like suppose if you go to like a conscientious people room, so you will find everything in organized way. So in contrary, if a person is has a low consciousness, so then you will find that they cannot manage their time properly, they are not punctual, they are not organized. So conscientious people always do work in most carefully and correctly. So that is the quality. This is very important trait as far as five big personality traits are concerned. Now third one is extroversion. So what is extroversion? Is like there are some people, they are introvert and some people are extrovert. Means the introvert people, they want to spend time alone, they won't want to new people. But extrovert people are the outgoing personality, they like meeting new people. And it's we cannot just say that extrovert is one category, introvert, like even in introvert people and even in the extrovert people, there can be different types of people. Some people are more extrovert, some people are little bit less, but there are some variation can also be there in the extroversion and introversion. But if you are an extrovert, so definitely you like meeting people, and when you have a habit of meeting new and new people, and so definitely it's add on to your personality. It makes you, because you are always cheerful and you like the company of other person. Like introvert people also like to meet, but they have a limited scope, they have a limited circle in which they meet the people. But extrovert people are just the limitless, means they have not only a particular section or group of people whom they are interacting. Even if this, they can easily talk with strangers. So that is the quality of conscientious people. So as per 5 big personality traits, conscious people, consciousness is treated as a good personality trait. And if you have a tendency to be limited in your circle, and you don't want to increase your circle, friendship circle, so definitely your knowledge would also be limited. And because people think that everything they will get from the books and from the Google, etc. But there are so many knowledge and experiences which actually we get from the people only. So being extrovert is a next good personality trait. Now what is the next one? Next one in the category is the agreeableness. So what is agreeableness? So agreeableness is basically about how much acceptance you give to the other people about their opinions. Like some people have a habit of to be criticize everything, they are critical of everything. Like even if you, and they are very judgmental, and like even if someone is telling their story, so they would stop them and they will start talking about their story, and they won't listen to them. So agreeableness is gives you the habit of appreciating people, and don't be judgmental, and be a good listener. So agreeableness is also treated as a good personality trait. So the next one is the neuroticism. So what is neuroticism? Is basically how stable or how control how much control you can do on your emotions. That is called neuroticism. Because as a human being, there may be a situation where you get angry. There may be stimulus from the opposite side. Maybe the other people provoked you, and put you in the situation that you become angry. So how much control you have your anger, that comes under the neuroticism. Means if you have a as a big good personality trait, even if you want to express your anger, so you won't explode, and you would even express your anger in a very good manner, not in a very explosive manner. Means suppose if some person got angry and he threw the glass, he threw the plates, and he doesn't have any control on her emotion, so that is called the bad personality trait. Now the other thing is, even if like some mishappening happened in somebody's life, and anything this which is not good, serious news, so sometimes people get emotional and they'll start crying in the public. So that is also not a good personality trait. So in neuroticism is basically all about that how you handle your emotions also. So handling your emotion is also important. So I think we have covered all 5 big personality traits in a very brief manner, because we can talk about this for more than 1 hour, but basically we have to understand the overall personality development. So in this section we would be discussing this 5 big personality trait only like this. We are not going to the more details. And one thing is very important to understand here is that when we talk about 5 big personality traits, so these all work together. Means we are not supposed to go extra in any of them. There should be a balance of these also. Like if someone is going extra, then in eroticism they keep their mouth shut and they don't even express their feelings. So if you won't express your feelings, that is also not good. And so there should be the balance in them also. So I think in this section we have just understood this five big personality trait. Now in this next section we would be discussing about what are the tips to improve our personality and what are the small things about etiquette and manners. Definitely they all relates to comes under this five big personality trait, but there are specific tips which we would be doing in the next section. So now move on to the next section. With this we come to the last section of this personality development video. If you have properly understood the previous sections, it won't be difficult for you to know yourselves what are the things which you should do while interacting with people and what are the things you are not supposed to do, because all the tips related to the improvement of our personality have some connection with the five big traits which we have already done in the previous sections. For example, the first big personality trait is the openness. So openness is about open-mindedness, curiosity, learning new things. So the tip in this particular trait is that we should always be curious. We should try to learn new things by reading new books, by doing some new courses, by learning some new languages, or maybe the artistic things. So though the best tip about getting good personality is that we should be open minded, we should be curious, and so that we should try to learn new things. And with regards to the second personality trait is about conscientiousness, is like we should always try to do things in a most careful and correct manner. It's not like that we are just doing anything, but we are not completely focused. So we should always try to do whatever we are doing in a either we should do it or not do it, but when we are doing, we should have a 100% focus on those things, and we should try to do in a manner that it should be extraordinary work. So, and there are, because some sub traits related to conscientiousness is that conscientious people are very punctual. They know how to manage their time. So definitely, if you would be following that conscientiousness personality trait, so you would be punctual in your life and you would be more organized. So that is the tip as far as conscientiousness is concerned. And the third personality trait in the five big traits is the extroversion. So extroversion is basically the most important as far as the attractive personality trait is concerned, because when we want to communicate with the outer world, not only with our like some group or section of people, but outer world, even with the strangers, new people. So definitely, then language also, communication skill also very plays important role. Communication skill is not about only speaking in English or Hindi or any language, because suppose English is a language and communication is an art. So there are some small things while we are communicating with people which we are supposed to follow. Like when we are talking with someone, so we should not only making our points, we should be a good listener also. We should listen to what they are saying, and we should always maintain the eye contact with the people, and we should not be judgmental, and not give the free advice. So these are the things related to the communication part. And also, if you are it doesn't mean that you should go extra in anything. We should give our opinion, but we should take care that we should not be judgmental, or we should not give the free advice, but definitely we should make our opinions. And there are so many other things while interacting with people. Our, as far as appearance is concerned, we should dress according to the situation, and we should always have a neat and clean, uh, and our attire should be neat and clean, shoes should be clean. So these are very small things as far as appearance is concerned. But as far as communication is concerned, then eye contact and this, and like suppose when we meet someone, so any stranger, so within a 5-7 seconds that we realize that whether this we can be friendly with this person or not. So there are 7-11 rules which I will add some PDF file with this video. What are those 7-11 rules when someone meets you or you meet someone? So you just assess so many things like their dressing style, their speaking style, which what are their political views, what are their religious views, and whether you can trust that person or not. And so these are the things which we just assess about people. So therefore it's very important while interacting with people, we should maintain the etiquette and manners so that we leave a good impression on them. And the most important thing as far as is when you want to communicate with other people, so you should have a confidence. So if your confidence level is not good, so you would be always be hesitant to talk to people. And because you have to tell yourself that you are the unique, because if we would be comparing ourselves to others, so like howsoever educated we become, there are more educated people than us. Howsoever rich we become, there are more rich people than us. So first of all, we need the self belief, and we know, and we have to check what are our strengths and what are our weaknesses, and we have to convince ourselves that I am the unique person. And doing mistakes, falling, and getting success is a part of the life. But we should be confident, always should be confident, and we will become more confident when we make ourselves believe that we are unique. But and we all work hard in our life in different way. But besides that, we also need to understand that we are unique and we are not supposed to compare ourselves with others. So, and other things as far as public interaction is concerned, that we can always not be correct. There can be some mistakes. So when you are doing any mistakes, so you should have a habit of saying sorry. And if someone is helping you, so you are supposed to say thank you. And you are not supposed to fake yourself. Be yourself what you are. You just try to be. And definitely when you are trying to learn new things and your focus is on good thing, so there is a very common thing in life, that if you are focusing on good thing, so won't got distracted towards a bad thing. And because, and other thing about the tip about good personality is that we should always have a positive outlook. We should always keep smiling, because whatever we are doing in our life, still we are, life, there is so much uncertainty in life, that we never know what may happen in anyone's life. So whatsoever situation comes, we should be have a positive outlook on that. So, and these are the small tips to, if you have a cooperative nature, and that discipline, etiquette, like if someone elder, one of you, and he comes before you, then you stand up. These are the very small things needed to tell, which we all know. But basically these are the things which need to understand, is that while communicating with people, we should have a politeness, consideration, and we should be appreciative nature. If and actually the timing is also plays very important role, that where to criticize someone and where to appreciate. And as far as the last five trait in the five big trait is neuroticism, is that we are, because we are not supposed to say rude things, even if we need to manage our anger in such way, in a very balanced way. So emotional stability is also required to be there. So these are the tips which are important as far as good personality is concerned. So I have tried to include as much as possible. I will also add one PDF file for the same. So I think with this I have come to the end of this video, and I tried my level best to make this video comprehensive, so that all things related to personality development cover in this video. And it's already this video should not become more longer, because we can talk about these things for more 1-2 hours. But in any other video I would like discuss something more related to the personality development. And as per my policy, whatsoever video I make, so I make in two languages, English and Hindi. So for this personality development also session also, I will make one Hindi video and add with this video. So if you want to see, you can also go through that video. So I think now that's all from me, and thank you for watching. And if you really like my channel, so please like, subscribe and share. It would encourage me to make more videos, such videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.